concerning the age of Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha, when it is alleged according to the hadith of Sahih Bukhari that the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam married me, that the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam married me when I was 6, and I joined his household when I was 9, meaning I became his wife to live with him, sleep with him at the age of 9. I wonder, why is it so difficult to understand? Is it really so difficult? We have the evidence from which this emerged. It was ru'ya. Ru'ya is a vision. And in the vision, the angel came with a tree, a golden tree, and with something on the tree, and with a silk cloth covering the tree. Did you not hear about this? And said, "O Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, Allah has sent this for you. Uncover it." So he took off the silk covering, and there was Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha on the tree. Why is it so difficult to understand that Allah had ordained that she be his wife? Why is it so difficult to understand that if Allah has married you, how can you have another marriage ceremony? How can you have another marriage ceremony here? Why is it so difficult to understand? When Allah has decreed a thing, then you have to submit, not repeat the marriage ceremony. If you believe that the Prophet ﷺ made a proposal of marriage to Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala, and he had the choice to accept or to reject, and then they had a nikah, a ceremony, I suggest you should buy a one-way ticket to the moon. Why is it so difficult to understand? Once Allah has married them, there is no other marriage ceremony. Why is that so difficult to understand? So when the hadith says that the Prophet married me, that's false. That's a fabricated hadith right away. Secondly, there are many verses of the Quran I can use, but I prefer not to do it here in public with women present, that it is haram to have sexual relations with a girl before she becomes a woman. The feminist movement declares that she will become a woman at the age of 35. It used to be 15, then it went 25, then it went 35, maybe 45 next month. Well, that's them and their nonsense. That is them and their nonsense. Take your nonsense away from me. I don't have time to waste with you. In Islam, a girl becomes a woman in our definition. In our definition. Take yours and throw it in the garbage bin. A girl becomes a woman in our definition when she can make a baby. If you don't like that, then go outside. Go walk in the dark. What more can I say? The brainwashing is so intense today. This is Islam. A girl becomes a woman when she reaches the age of puberty. They don't like that in Washington. They don't like that in Paris. Well, take your religion and go. This is our religion. Don't change it. Once she has become a woman, she reaches the age of puberty. She now has a monthly cycle. Only now is it halal for you to have sexual relations with her. Only now. Before this it is haram. Where is the proof? I would prefer not to discuss that in public. But it's there in the Quran. Time up. Yeah. Yeah, 1 second, let me finish. At what age was Maryam alayhi salam when the angel came to her and informed that you're going to have a baby boy? Was she 35? And sisters in Islam, can you answer me? Or was she 25? The divine wisdom is better than yours, your feminist revolution. Maryam had just reached the age of puberty. And so she could no longer live in the temple. And she had to leave the temple and go back to her mother's home. It was at that age that Allah, in His wisdom, which is better than your wisdom, sent the angel to her. And she became pregnant at that age. It is at that age that you can have sexual relations with a woman, with a girl. And so why would you marry a girl at the age of 6 when it's haram to have sexual relations with her? Huh? What kind of brains you have? The brains of a donkey? Or are you going to put cameras in the house to watch man? He can, because it's his wife, she's age 6, you can take the child into the house, but you cannot have sexual relations with her. So you can put cameras in the house to watch? What nonsense! What foolishness! How can you say he married her at the age of 6 when you're not allowed to have sexual relations with a girl? Obviously it's a fabricated hadith. And somebody has to have the courage to stand up and declare it's a fabricated hadith.